Hello everyone, a warm welcome to all our loyal listeners and viewers from all across the globe on ChessBase India. I'm Grandmaster Prithvi Gupta from New Delhi, and I have with me a very strong player and a very dear friend, International Master Thor Fredrik Carlsen, on for the episode today. Hi Thor and welcome to New Delhi.
Thank you so much. Hi.
It was a pleasure to have you over for our first no castling match to be held in Asia in my very own Srinath School Gurugram's premises. And first of all, I would like to start by congratulating you on a much-deserved victory. For all of you who didn't know, he defeated me much deservingly, to my utter dismay and his amusement, with a score of 2.5, wrapping the game up in just a matter of 3 matches. So, Thor, how do you feel about no castling chess and the very format of it? And do you feel as if it's going to be big in the future, or maybe just some kind of not so popular debacle like Fischer Random? And will it go on to replace the standard variant of chess as we right now know, for the amusement of the spectators and maybe to the slight spark and interest in players alike? Or how do you think it is going to delve into the future, and how do you, as a very strong player, enjoy or don't enjoy it at present?
Yeah, so this day was my first time actually playing non-castling chess. I found it actually very, very interesting. It's definitely different from usual chess. The fact that you can't castles means that certain positions aren't, like the evaluation that from the normal chess doesn't apply to the non-castling chess, obviously. So I found the experience very, very interesting. Also that the opening theory isn't as developed, and already as early as on move 4 or 5 you are on your own, basically, since it's so many new things you have to discover. I'm not sure what the future will bring. I think that players have to play it themselves, the non-castling chess. As I found it very fun and interesting, I think that there's a good chance that when they try it, that they will find it very interesting also, and by that it can grow. It's hard to say if it will replace the normal chess. I think probably in the next 5-10 years it can become a side thing to the usual chess. I think usual chess will always be the main thing, but who knows for the future? I mean, in 10-15 years maybe the opening theory will be too exhausted, and let's say, I'm not sure how it will play out, but it has a huge potential, let's say. And yeah, I found the match very fun to play.
So thank you so much for your cooperation and help again, for being the thorough beast on the board and a gentleman off the board. So Thor, we already know of you as a very strong and accomplished international master, youngster from Norway, having won many national, European, continental and world youth medals for yourself and your country alike, making everyone proud, and also being the non-playing captain of the Norwegian women's team down in Mahabalipuram for Chennai, and being part of the Magnus squad. But how did the Thor Fredrik Carlsen we know as of today start his chess journey? And just tell us about a bit from the beginning till the time you became an IM, and what your future aspirations are.
Yeah, so I started playing chess at around the age of 7. I started in my hometown in North Norway, Tromsø, to come to the local chess club. And my generation, the 2002 generation, well, I was very lucky that generation was we were a huge crowd that played, and actually I think since we were a group we stick together and we played much. Yeah, but I didn't play too much and too well, actually. Like when I was 11 years old, my rating was only 1000 rating in Norwegian rating. But I suddenly won the Norwegian under 12 championship, and this helped me much to recognize that I can become a decent chess player. And after this I just started to play in international tournament. I was helped by the K40, like in 2014 I was able to raise my rating very fast up to 2000, and so just by playing a lot and seeing results very fast just made me very, very interested in chess and wanting to push harder and harder. So I was around 2200 around at the age of 13-14. Then I had a period when I went to 1900, and then I went to almost 2500 with K40. This was definitely emotionally hard, yeah, when it goes so much up and down. But yeah, and after I reached that, okay, I went down a bit, but I would say that was the point when I started to work more seriously on chess. Up to that point, it had largely just been playing and having fun with the game, but it took some more work. I got my free IM norms in the process there, and was stuck at around 2400 for some years now, but lately I've been seeing some growth, and now at 2450, hoping to become a grandmaster. So yeah, that's it.
That actually brings me to my next question, which is somewhat connected to the previous one, where you mentioned that you were also the non-playing captain of your women's team over here.
Right.
And how have you found this entire visit to India, to Mahabalipuram, Chennai, and now to Delhi, Gurugram, the national capital region, both on and off the board?
Yeah, so I reached here in India like 2 weeks ago. I was very excited for the Olympiad, and I must say it didn't disappoint me. It has been some very nice weeks here. All the Indians here are so friendly to me, always so helpful, asking if need anything more always. And yeah, the Chess Olympiad here has been really well organized. I've heard someone say it is the best Olympiad being held. So that's great. As for being captain, it's my first time being captain of the Norwegian national team. It was very interesting for me. I did my best to help my team, to prepare them, and to give my moral support. The team did okay. We did as expected, slightly better. Could have been better, but that's life. But all in all, I'm very happy with the experience, and hope to come back to India also sometime. So.
Thank you so much for the kind words, so. And this brings me to my last question, which is one of my favorite to ask, whether I be on my podcast or whether it just be in general life or an interview for ChessBase India right now with players such as yourself, is that does improving at chess or any walk of life only consist of, devoting all of your efforts and sweat and emotion to it and solely focusing on that with one clear goal in your mind? Or do extra factors outside of the spectrum play a role as well? Because we talked about you being in a relationship with a rather very strong female player who was also representing her country down in Mahabalipuram till today at the Olympiad, and you all praise about how you've been instrumental for each other's growth, not only as chess players in your ratings, but also in others' walks of life. So if you could just elaborate a bit about that and some of your other side interests that help you grow and flourish as a chess player.
Yeah, so first of all, I think it's important to prioritize chess, that if you want to reach a certain level, whatever it is, that you dedicate yourself to it. However, if you only think about it and that it's the only thing that is in your mind all of the time, if you don't succeed, then it can be very, very heartbreaking and hard emotionally. So I think doing something on the side might help you balance it out and maybe be a bit more mentally sane, if you can say like this. So yeah, as for my relationship with Valentina, it's been very, very helpful for me and for her. We are both chess players trying to get better, and it's just very nice to have someone who understands what you're going through and helping each other. Also, it helps you in the everyday life to stay focused and to continue working. So it brings a nice stability, I would say. So all in all, it's been very nice. So.
Sure. Thank you so much for your time, Thor. It was an absolute pleasure having you over here, first of all in my beloved motherland of India, and subsequently in my very own city of Gurugram for a no-castling match, the first of its kind in Asia and just third worldwide. And we'd like to again thank you from all our hearts and souls for being the true sportsman and the gentleman that you are, and good luck to you for all of your future endeavors and goals, and thank you once again. That was it. Stay tuned for future updates. Hope you enjoyed the interview. Do like, share and subscribe. Peace out.